And welcome back to the Nicolas Cage discussion. The last one I left off on was Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. If this is confusing or anything, just watch the video straight through, the highest number to the lowest numbers. Because I did leave off one movie and hopefully no other movies. Um, but I reserve the right to revise some of these, especially after I watch some of his later performances. I really do want to see Mom and Dad and some of the other direct-to-video movies and other movies that he's making. I really hope he can get some big movie released in theaters again sometime soon to shut everyone up. That'd be awesome. All he needs is one of these, Mandy type movies to hit. Mandy was kind of a hit with critics, but to cross over, I guess, out of the horror or psychedelic tropes that it was part of. With that being said, let's continue the list. Let's go to now Northwest, Bad Lieutenant. Let's go to Lord of War. So depending on where I rank that, so this is number 13. Lord of War, it's actually by Andrew Nichol, I believe. I may be getting the name wrong in the director, but a really good director. I believe he made Gattaca, and then also Alexandra Nivola, who was in Gattaca as well as Laurel Canyon. Many movies. Very underrated actor. Alessandra Nivola plays someone in it, and also Jared Leto plays someone in it. Plays his brother in it, and this is about a guy, a Russian immigrant or Russian dude living in New York that decides to become like a major arms dealer in the world. And I say Lord of War is one of the best movies of its kind, kind of similar to Blow or like a not necessarily Goodfellas, but like a crime story movie about a guy that pulls out all the stops to sell guns all over the world. I'm sure it's based on some true events. I saw it when I was in Israel. Part of it is about Israeli defense and things like that. So I love the movie. It was an absolute flop when it came out in 2005, and I really wish people would give it a second or third chance. It's a really terrific movie. The movie on the other end of the spectrum is The Weatherman, and this is directed by Gore Verbinski of all people, who had made Pirates of the Caribbean, some other films. I believe also The Mexican with Julia Roberts, James Gandolfini, and Brad Pitt. This is a change of pace completely. I found the DVD to be really informative, really interesting. He literally plays a weatherman who's got some personality quirks. He's in almost every scene of the movie, so that's why I would put it even higher than Lord of War. Even though Lord of War, he's in almost every scene in that movie. This one, he's having to do a little bit more. He's having to do a lot more, actually. A lot more emotional heavy lifting, I guess you would say. Michael Caine playing his father. Some other, notable supporting roles in it and supporting acting that's really good. Is it a perfect movie? No, but it's a great character study about a man who is paid to predict what happens every day and is just trying to get through life with all the different challenges and things that face him. Memorable visuals in it and memorable scenes and sequences, and just a memorable performance by him. A lot of the things that Oscar Isaac does and Inside Llewyn Davis, I think he just basically ripped off what Weatherman character was doing this by Nicolas Cage. And that's true for a lot of actors. I think a lot of them are just ripping off Nicolas Cage a lot of the time. So that's The Weatherman. I believe that was also in 2005 or 2004. So 2004 and 2005 had some really good movies by Mr. Cage, but they didn't all, most of them didn't do well, except for the National Treasure film. Jumping ahead now to number 11, The Rock. Really good commanding performance, action performance. And hopefully you've seen it. It's about some activities going on Alcatraz Island. This is with Ed Harris, Sean Connery. Don't want to give away too much of the plot because it's a really cool movie to see it play out. And I feel that without him in it, it would still be quite good, but he elevates it to being maybe one of the best of its genre. So that is The Rock, number 11. And now we get to Con Air, which is number 10. Again, would the movie be good with someone else playing the performance? Sure, but he elevates it to something much more. He's having to do, he's doing an accent, whatever. Accents aren't even that what he's known for, but he does a decent enough job with it, playing a character who Monica Potter, I think, plays his fiance or wife at the beginning, and he has to avenge, or he avenges her getting wronged in some way, and actually kills someone in a barroom fight that goes outside. Takes it outside, kills the guy. He's in jail. He's being shipped on this plane full of convicts, which has Cyrus the Virus, and John Malkovich, and Steve Buscemi playing a really creepy character. Some really inappropriate things in it as well. When Steve Buscemi gets freed at the end, and he's in like a children's playground, and we already know that he did some, pretty vile things in the past. So the moral compass of the movie is a little bit off, but it kind of, I don't know, almost adds to the charm. You got John Cusack in it, and he's just a dick. And nowadays, he say that it's like one of his worst movies he's made, and he didn't enjoy making it at all. It's like, good for you. I don't care. Anyway, so that's that movie, Con Air. I highly recommend. All right, so we're gonna jump ahead now. In the next video, we're gonna talk movies 9 through 1, hopefully. All right, see you soon.